Everybody, it's Uncle Scott. Welcome back to the QwerkyReax channel. First things first, I chopped all my videos, so if you don't want to hear my setup here at the beginning, feel free to use that scroll bar and slide right into the music. Second thing second, my video is not a replacement for the artist's original work or talent. It is never intended to be. I am doing a reaction video here, so this is why I leave both a link to the song that I'm reacting to and the artists themselves at the top of my description below, so feel free to check them out, hopefully, after you watch all of this video. So, guys, I am back. As you can see, I'm not officially moved out of New York yet. There's been some rigmarole with getting everything out of one place and into another place, but this will be the studio setup for the foreseeable future. I don't even have my chair here yet, but so my butt hurts a little from setting all of this up, but it gives you an idea. If you ever wondered why people used to call me Scott Buster, my friends, now you know why. I was an entertainment reporter for a really long time, like 4 years, and so I would get I got sent a bunch of DVDs, and so they just have all kind of like lived in shelves for a while. That's not that's like half of them. The other half are still in boxes. So a little bit to address about the channel. So I don't know if a lot of you saw my community post about I have made a backup channel just for you to subscribe to, so in case this channel disappears. While I was in the process of moving and I had basically recorded a month's worth of videos in the time between basically for the last month. They've all been videos that I recorded in advance. They were with guests, they were with Jackie, they were with Crystal, they were with Tim, they were with Brooke. The basically I got hit with another copyright strike. So I had a Diana Ankudinova video get struck, and I think it was because it was from a contest show. So I didn't even fight it. I was just like, whatever. I had one other strike last year. Like, it's not a big deal. I'll let it expire. But then I got struck again, and this time they didn't even go to the appeal process. They just removed the video. So I have been talking to YouTube about it. The problem was then there was another video that was being considered for a strike. And if you get 3 strikes on your YouTube channel, it's just gone. Like, there's no bringing it back. They just terminate. There's no discussion. So I had to basically basically I removed the video that was in question, even though I really didn't want to because it was performing well. You guys were really enjoying it. But I didn't want to take the risk that I lose the channel. And now I have about 10 videos that have all been rejected, either disputes or appeals. And normally I would up that and be like, no, this is all fair use. Everything's fair game. You know, but now I can't risk it, because if someone says, no, we disagree, and they don't even need to be right, they can just say, no, we disagree, and YouTube sides with the artist, and they just kill my channel. So I was talking to a bunch of people. They said one of the things I can do is, and this goes against like the grain of me, but is to kind of push for more people to subscribe, because having a higher subscriber count gets YouTube to listen and believe you more. So I'm gonna have to start doing it, guys. I'm sorry, I always said, like, you know what to do, but if you haven't already subscribed and you don't mind subscribing, please do. Apparently that truly helps them take me more seriously. Also, I'm pretty sure for a good portion of that month that I had all those videos, I was shadow banned. Only like 2 videos got like more than a few hundred views, which is really unusual. Also, I'm gonna have to pause, and I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to pause on Bandmade and Love Bites. They're the ones getting struck harder than anything else. And when I dispute, they reject the dispute right away. When I appeal the rejection, they reject the appeal right away. And the problem with that is, once that appeal is rejected, if I don't take the video down, they strike me. So what I've stopped doing is disputing. So I have about 4 more right now that are on the channel, but that I've disputed, and the disputes were rejected. So I have not followed up with an appeal until I work out the other 2 strikes against me, which they won't expire for 160 days, 190 days. and then I can be a little more aggressive with the other ones. But I'm just letting you guys know because, as you know, I don't have a job, and so I do try to use this for a little bit of extra like side income. Also, I love the musical community. I mean, believe me, guys, it's I'm not complaining about the money. I'm just saying it's not enough for me to like live on. Uh, it's enough for like, my phone bill kind of thing, but I'm not complaining at all. I love doing this and I love interacting with all of you. I love showing new people music. I really, really do enjoy it. And I'm so glad that I found it. I'm just being super honest with you, like I always am, about what's going on my end and how I really don't want to lose the channel. So I have to kind of pause on my reactions to Bandmate and Love Bites because I don't want to risk losing the channel. Like even the docs, the Bandmate docs that I watched got struck. They didn't get struck, but the disputes were denied. And with one of them, the appeal was denied. And so I can't follow up because anything I do at this point, if I follow up and they say, no, you're wrong, even though everything I'm doing is under fair use, clearly I worked in TV for a quarter of a century. I know what fair use is. I know exactly how it's supposed to be used, and I understand the letter of the law, and I always follow it. So they have no case against me for it not being fair use, but it's not like I get to have a conversation with somebody about it. You know what I mean? They are making these decisions on their own, and they categorically just say, nope, you're done, and I'm done. So if you aren't subscribed to this channel and you don't mind giving it a subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Also, if you want to make sure that you're still with me in case this thing gets blown up, check out, there is a link on the page on the channel for the backup channel, which I think is just like QwerkyReax backup or something like that. There are no videos on that channel because I don't want to populate it with stuff if it's not in need, if that makes sense. But if this goes away, that's what I'll have to do. I just wanted there to be a way for us to all keep in touch. It's something, there's about 13,000 of you right now, and I love that you're all here and checking it out and everything else. And there's a lot more cool music to come, and a lot more cool ideas I have, especially now that I'm not in New York anymore. I'm based in New Jersey. I have some ideas to kind of, without giving too much away, take this show on the road, which is kind of a cool concept that I've had for a while. Want to see how that works. I got to work out the logistics, but that could be a lot of fun. So just a lot, the gears are working. Lots of cool stuff to happen. I am going to record this entire week's worth in this one day because I am unfortunately still in the process of moving all my stuff, as I said. So you're not going to notice a wardrobe change here for the next for this week, but I am mixing it up. I got a lot of cool stuff coming. I've got today's is Gabriel Henrique, which you saw from the thumbnail, and which was suggested, by the way. Someone in one of the videos said you've got to check out his duet. Actually, numerous people, that's why I didn't just pick out one comment, numerous people said to check him out, and it's him and this other guy Kevz, who I don't know. They told me specifically to listen to the Spanish version, so that's what we're going to do in just a second here. But some other stuff coming this week, Falling in Reverse for Stella, there's a little Ren in there, like there's just a lot going on, and updates on Ren and stuff like that. So a lot of really cool stuff happening this week. I hope you stick around, and just want to thank you guys for coming back, even though I've now moved into kind of a whole new location here. So let's jump into this one today. I am super stoked to see it, mostly because of how crazy everybody went for it. They specifically said, as I mentioned, watch the Spanish version. I checked the closed captions, and the closed captions are in Spanish too. I don't speak Spanish fluently enough to be able to read it. I might catch some here and there, but I think what people were saying in the comments of the last video, that where all these suggestions came from, was that the performance is just amazing, and that's what I'm really going to enjoy. So I say we get into it. Let's make sure we're at the start here, and here we go. When You Believe, the Spanish version, from Gabriel Henrique and Kevz. I don't know who that is, but we're about to find out. Here we go. Ooh, they're in Chile.
Noches de oración creyendo que han de contestar. De confianza una canción cantaba el corazón.
Corazon is heart, I know that.
Temor, sin miedo nos encontrarán. La montaña se movió, la fe lo consiguió. Oh, yeah. Milagros tú verás si tienes fe. Hasta morir hay que confiar. Oh, yeah. Milagros lograrás, lo vas a ver. Si tienes fe, así será. Será si tienes fe.
So real quick, just right off jump, what's really crazy about this is how they're both kind of in the same voice register. Now I don't know if this Kevz guy can whistle like Gabriel can, and we all know, I mean, we know what Gabriel can do. But it's really interesting to see how they're kind of doing same tonal harmony. So basically they're in the same voice register, they're just going down minor steps to make the harmony happen. And that's a really cool sound. It's just interesting to see. I right now, from everything we've heard in this first, buck 30, is they're kind of in the same register. So it's going to be really interesting, I think, over the next 2.5 minutes to see how they kind of ramp it up and then split, which I'm assuming they're going to do. Also, really cool backdrop setting, but that's just my thoughts.
Con temor viví, mas mi plegaria se escuchó como un ave al cielo. Yo muy alto la he de ver, y aún yo sigo aquí, creciendo en gozo y amor, con la fe y la devoción que nunca imaginé. Milagros tú verás si tienes fe.
See what I mean? They were in the same register there when they just did that. I'll back it up a little for you so you can hear it again. But I'm also wondering if Kevz is regretting wearing that jacket, because it seems like it's hot where they are. But I really dig Gabriel's shirt. I don't know why I'm looking at their clothes so much, but listen to that again and listen to what I'm talking about. They're in the same vocal register and they're just kind of dancing around each other in the notes of the music. They're not singing the same notes. They're just dancing around it and kind of letting it all mesh together. And it sounds so pleasant to our ears. It's really cool. Here it comes.
Milagros tú verás
See?
si tienes fe.
That wasn't in unison.
Hasta morir hay que confiar. Milagros lograrás, lo vas a ver. Si tienes fe,
Nice.
así será. Será si tienes fe.
That was good. Guys, are they lip syncing this? I know you guys get mad at me when I ask this question. I will never take away from Gabriel's talent. I won't. I don't know this Kevz guy. Seems pretty talented too. I'm not taking away from them. I'm just asking. I can't help it. As a filmmaker, I see things like lip sync being a little off, and I'm like, what's happening? I don't see how they're mic'd, like at all. So unless there's a boom over them picking up on this, which I don't think there is, because I'm watching the reflection in Kev's glasses and I don't see like the pole. it would be really hard to bring a lot of electronic stuff out there. They'd have to have some serious battery life, which they're already using for their cameras. I'm just saying, to have the sound quality that I'm hearing, I think they did this. I think this is lip synced and they're doing it, which obviously there's nothing wrong with that. Music videos are lip synced most of the time. It's just usually in settings like this, you kind of get used to them as if they're singing it for real. But I just caught Gabriel's music, his voice ending before his mouth closed. Uh, so it was just off a little bit, and I had noticed a pickup earlier where it seemed like the lip sync was off a little bit. I'm just curious, guys, if you know how this was shot. Maybe there's a BTS you can tell me about, because I'd love to see it. Again, no shade against them, and I actually really digging the song. I really dig how they kind of wrap around each other. That really is, it really is very cool for them to do it that way. We're at the 3 minute mark, the 250 mark. There's 2 minutes left. Something tells me these last 2 minutes, it's going to go off the rails. I just, knowing Gabriel music the way I do, I have a feeling.
No sucederá, talvez, se dudas, y rendirse porque sí es fácil. Oh, yeah. Cegado por si va a doler, la lluvia no te deja ver. En tu vacío resiste, responderá al fin. Milagro, si tienes fe, hay que confiar. Milagres lograrás, milagres lograrás, lo vas a hacer. Si tienes
Wait. Yo, Kev's trying to sing with him during that is funny to me. And I know he's not trying to do the whistle note with him, but like, even just looking at, like, if I was singing next to Gabriel Henrique, I'd be like, yeah, you do you, man. I'm gonna sit over here and hit those very, very low notes, because we just gonna make it all about you in this. But that was funny to me. I want to see that again. That was he's like singing along with him, and Gabriel's like, I got this. Watch this.
Si tienes
Wow.
así será si tienes.
Yes, like that's the way it should be.
Será si tienes fe.
Oh, nice. Yo, so that part right there, that's exactly what I was talking about. So what they did in the part right before it was they were in unison, and then they split, and then did you hear at the end they just went back to unison again? That's such a cool effect. Listen to the harmonies again. I'll try to get it to the right spot. Hold on. Unison. Split. Unison. See it? Hear it? Split again. Unison. No, split. They ended it split, but they played with that in the middle there. That was dope. That was really, really dope. How they played with it right then. Yeah, I can't say enough about that. Did you hear what I'm talking? Please tell me in the comments that you heard what I was talking about. I definitely think that they sang it and then, you know, that it was sung somewhere else, that they were lip syncing it just because of the way the mix was going and everything else. How would they have done that? I could be wrong. You guys will let me know, I'm sure. But that was very, very cool. I really, really liked how they fluttered around each other, and but then found a way to bring it at the same time. And you could hear the half steps. When I rewound it that last time and I said listen to the half steps, that's what I meant. Or I think I said listen to the split, but I'm saying they were in half step of each other, which gives it that minor feel, that minor harmony feel with, but they didn't go too deep with it. If they had gone a third, it would have sounded melancholy, and instead it sounded like, excuse me, bright and a bit uplifting. It was really, really cool. I really, really dug that, guys. Thank you for the suggestion. So many of you, like I said, commented on it on that last Gabriel Henrique video, that I was stoked to watch it, and I'm glad I did. That was a lot of fun. Um, Thank you guys so much for, sticking with the channel and coming back if you have. I appreciate it in my new digs. Uh, Let me know if there's a DVD you want to check out of Scott Buster. um, and yeah, I appreciate you being here. Lots more fun stuff coming this week. I hope everything is going great for you. As I always say, I'm rooting for you. I hope all's going well in your life. And remember, don't wait for life to be easy to be happy.